Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome. How are folks today? I'm tired, but we're here. Thunder Keys. So YouTube's tried to do away with display names. Yeah, I've just noticed that chat looks different. Put my phone away. So, yeah, that is what it is. Rods and John. Hey, Remembrance Workbench. Cliff. Alex. Hey, Tom. Adam. Hey, Jekyll and Nadir and Dune. What is going on? Why do they have to screw with stuff like this? I do have it on live chat. Okay. It varies. Well, don't blame me if I screw up your name, because they all look different now. Drink your favorite beverage of choice every time I yawn or cough, because it'll happen a lot tonight, I think. Anyway, welcome, folks. Hey, Brent. We are going to probably get very little done on the build that I'm working on today, because we're going to talk a lot about just fun stuff over the weekend. We'll see. We might finish it. All I'm doing is swapping out a Nighthawk board into my, let's see here, a Nighthawk board into my Gold V0. So this is definitely a more chat, less build. So if that's not your thing, we will be back on the Trimax build on Sunday. So, hey, how we do it? Hey, Bill. That's not gonna get me. OG Maker. What in the world, YouTube? Come on. Come on. Did you wire 230 into the Nighthawk? It's not a good experience. No, it's not, napping. Your name was correct on the ModBot stream today? Yeah, what are they doing? Oh, you got home yesterday? Awesome. So if I saw you at Vice, awesome. If you missed Vice, well, we'll talk about it a little bit today. Lots of fun. It was a blast for me. Hey, Kevin. I am streaming. Is everything working? Music, everything? Hey, Nathan. Got a motivation to work on my Tri-Zero again. Plan to add 100 X, make room for Mad Max. Nice. Oh boy, I am going to be so screwed up with names. Setting up a Nighthawk's what you were going to be doing today too. Hey, Holtz. Yeah. So, I mean, I've purchased a few. Actually picked some up in person at West 3D. Took the opportunity to do that. Let me grab, what was the things I grabbed? Aha. Picked up a few things at West 3D. Yeah. Including, I don't think there's any. Including these guys. Hey, Laura. So the motion perfect rails. This is for Trimax. I ended up ordering this after stream. Last week. And decided to splurge. So these are Nippon Thompson, made in Vietnam, IKEO. Hey, Frank. So yeah, this will be fun. I have another one of these that the intent is to go on. It's for a 250. The intent is to go on the gray Trident when we do the next round of upgrades on that, or modifications. Hey, Robert. Thanks for being a member for 32 months. Anyway, that's one thing. That'll be coming to... Ooh, that is interesting. Okay, we'll just put that in there. in there. We'll be working on that on Sunday. Modbots froze? What? Or are things still? I got a few printed parts for this that I think I'll need. I'll take the top hat off. So let's do a little bit of wrenching while we talk. Wasn't it those before? Not cheap rails. They are not. They are not. I got other things out of the... What else did I order? I ordered... Oh, I got one of West 3D's wallets. I'm sure that, yep. The wrong kind of wallet for what I use, but it smells like leather. Bearded Printer, thanks for the gifted memberships. Maker Viking. Name weirdness. I think it's something YouTube did, Bill. I didn't change anything. If anybody knows if it's something I can correct, then that'd be fantastic. Oh, there's my... and a couple of fans and a couple of Nighthawks. So I purchased these Nighthawks just in case the Gen 2 EBB 36s don't come in time for the of course the candy for the Trimax build. I'd like to use the EBB Gen 2s, but I got those just in case. Are the ones they got sent instead of what they actually ordered? Are they the ones they got sent instead of the ones they actually ordered? I don't know. Oh yeah, the wallet. Yeah, I think if that's what you're talking about. So I'm gonna be a bit scatterbrained today, so we'll just kind of hit everything. Vice was awesome. Nick and Alan and folks did a great job. There was no, I didn't see any issues with the organization. Things weren't necessarily on perfect time track, but that's almost impossible to do. The talks were great. I met someone special. Let me get a picture, and we're just gonna show phone. Anybody guess who this is? Anybody guess who this is? You should be able to. Names are terrible. Who's that? Any guesses? That's a very special V0 right there. Hey, Aaron. That is the founder. You should see the hat. That is the founder of the Polar Ted Club, Mr. Polar Ted himself. I was very excited to meet him. I was very excited. Are there any other pictures? Let's see if we have any other pictures that are interesting. Oh, I got something brand new that arrived just in time for that. Check it out. Check it out. This is the glossy version. Stickers. Big thanks to Dr. Mercy. that whole process started on Monday. And with no expectations of having them done by Vice, I was hoping to have them done by Formnext. There's a matte version and a gloss version. I like the gloss version better. In person, it's hard. It's not really showing up on, oh, there you go. You can kind of see Felix's nose and mouth, but you can't really see it on the matte one at all. But yeah, that was it. Dr. Mercy decided to push it to get it done. It was not by request. I was grateful for it though. Shipped directly to West 3D just in time for the event. So I'll have these with me at events that I go to. I will be bringing them to Formnext, Nappin. You just show up at Formnext, or I can send them off with somebody. So anyway, I'm very happy with those. Kept the little 20-tooth gear, then added some kitties. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with those. What is this? Can here? I will be talking a little bit about the trip home. There was filament given away at the event. This is the stuff that LDO brought. Everybody got a roll of this. It is Larch Gold. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there is a little bit of a green, oh, there it is. You can see that. A little bit of green fleck sparkle in it. So. A little bit of green sparkle. It is very yellow. But I think I'm going to do my Delta Flyer with this as the accent color and a carbon fiber ASA, glass fiber ASA, I think. Gray, dark gray is the main. That and Ambrosia was a Ambrosia co-extruded ASA. This is Coral Wave is there. So that and that. Kind of greeny orange looking in real life. I'll have to print with it and see how I like it. This spool looks exactly like the unknown white filament I had a few years ago. That was the best white I ever had. Hey, hi ACG. And then there was a red filament from Polymaker. Do I have, yeah, I've got an open spool of that somewhere. I haven't even finished unpacking. I've got so much stuff all around. Red filament from Polymaker that I think they want to tweak the color on that. So, and then the very best filament that I ended up with from the weekend is this. Look at that. So we did the ProtoPasta filament workshop on Monday. And this is what I had in mind. Yeah. And that Coral Wave, it looks great. Awesome. But yeah, this is, I got some pictures of this process and I've got some other bits and pieces. So the filament workshop is really cool. So ProtoPasta is in this medium-sized warehouse. They have all their filament lines. And when you go to do one of their workshops, you get to go through and see their process, see their different their operations. And the workshop ends up being, you do some testing on one of the lines. Alex helps you pick out what colors need to go together to end up with what you want. And you run a little couple 100-gram sample, and it just kind of extrudes. It doesn't run in, you don't make filament out of it. It's just extruding into a pile on the floor. And I grabbed a little bit of it to kind of show where we started with in first test, and then into an additional, the next test. And I think on the third try, we were here. And then we tried one more that got a little darker, but lost some depth. So we actually went back to the third try. Exactly the same color to me as low spot green as compared to a real low spot part. Do you actually have the low spot though, Bill? It's not the same. This is another picture of the, this is all the purge stuff that comes out for that. Hey, Crawlerin, who is that? Moderator, Crawlerin. No idea who you are. Your display name starts with an S, probably. This is what the mixture looks like to make that. Oh, Sanity. Hey, Sanity. Yeah, YouTube is screwed up. That's shaking it up. You shake it up. Let's see. Get a little bit of. Andrew. And this is just going along the line and up through the measuring device and then to the spool. That's it on the spool. I was going to make, but had to cancel my trip. Andrew, thank you for the welcome home fund. Thank you. And what else? Oh, this was the final. It was a little before it got mixed up. And this is actually, previously they were using a different concentration of the colorant, but moisture in the colorant was causing some problems on further rolls. So this is higher concentration stuff. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And really pleased with the color that came out. Excuse me. Screwed it into water when drying is pain of our existence. It's not really collecting any significant amount of water. Hey, Sean. Did Manic bring his Voron inspired PC case? Yeah. But yeah, the expectation, I think, is to probably do the torque in this color, the 3D Sets torque. So I ended up with quite a bit of that filament. So I did 2 of the workshops. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Howie. Hey, Brian. So Max ended up not doing workshops, so I just used his to get an extra bit of it. So. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I had enough. Oh, I need a screwdriver. One of the LDO giveaways at the event was this kit. Sean, thanks for being a member. Laura, we will make sure Laura gets a sticker somehow. So this is awesome. So those short little stubby screwdrivers that I really like, ball end, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 2.5, and 3. This is pretty cool. Yep. Oh wait, thanks for becoming a member. They had some leftovers. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to obtain these, purchase these. It's just, this was the event, one of the event giveaways. Is there a... I'm gonna just pull the top hat all the way off for this. Teasing people. They are listed live now on West3D's site. Try checking West3D's site. Go. We'll just set this aside. Got a Telxoid. Modified the A4T tool head with the Mad Max mounting points for the Revos that I'm going to use. He did all of this on his iPad. It's amazing. Did this while we were at the event. I printed this out with just some filament I had in the in my gray V2 that was there. And this is going to be printed. I'll be printing 2 of these for this weekend stream. The stream just says video unavailable? Something's going on. Is anybody else getting that? What is going on, YouTube? Fine there. YouTube is really buggy. They're making changes, obviously. I would imagine that the names is a side effect of that. I can't imagine that they've done this as an intentional change. Well, we got 100 people here, so that's pretty good for a Wednesday. Modbot stream locked up. Can't. Now live stream. Interesting. Watching on the TV. Well, for those that can, hey Bob. Not wrong account. YouTube's screwing up right now, Bob. For those that can, Polymaker filament giveaway, links in the pin post in the description. What else do we have from the event? There was a Battlebot competition. I purchased and built the Dead Shaft Delight plastic ant weight. I built this, assembled it the night before we left. It is not a big, it is not a lengthy build. It took very little time. I got some extra wheels, but this is how mine fared. But it's a thing here. I printed it. This is Polymaker, not so dark gray, Galaxy Gray ABS. You want to share a fight on stream? Yeah, send me a video, Frank. We can do that. I didn't actually run it again, but it split right along here. And I had this remnant from a Cascade print, failed print in my gray Trident, and it just happened to be a couple of layers thick. So I super glued that there as a Band-Aid, and I never just got around to rerunning it. But they're neat little things. I had some extra parts just in case, but didn't get that far. Frank's gonna send me a video to show. big files. It'll take a moment. Yeah. We did print IDEX mode on the Phoenix while we were there. It is not tuned. This is the new Polymaker filament and the large gold. Hey, Wick Central. Hey, Keith. Rusty Motors. I'm gonna be reading names as I see them. I will translate when it's easy. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. The alignment is really good. Tuning is in dire need, but hey, Tuxedo. And a little bit of a highlight of my weekend is I ended up winning a Tube Compact in the giveaway. The only thing I wanted in the giveaway. So, the only thing I wanted in the giveaway, and I ended up getting it. The only thing I entered, because I don't usually enter things that I can get otherwise. So, this is going to go on the Antithesis build. So, yes, Bob, we did show off the fantastic venomous green filament. Antithesis vanity. You only wanted the trident. That was so funny because Leo the human won the trident giveaway, and I drew it. And right before that, he pointed at me and said, "Draw my name." I drew his name. Venomous green, because it's inspired by the Viper. This is the picture. This is the picture that we used as a reference. Let me bring this up. So, there we go. This is the picture that we used as a reference. I'm pretty pleased. Thoughts on the Antithesis now? No thoughts yet. I need to build it. I need to build it first. Then I'll have thoughts. I don't think it's a new YouTube thing. I think there's issues right now. Videos aren't loading for some people. Yeah, we'll just do what we can. It's a hangout and chat, ultra squirrel brain stream. Yeah, I expect that it's not intentional. So, what else? Is there anything else? Before we get really into the... I purchased a couple more rolls of filament at ProtoPasta. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I picked up a roll of stainless steel, high density stainless steel. Because I've been wanting to play with the their metal filled stuff, and for those in attendance it was 30% off. So someone may have been a bad influence. And then I picked up a roll. I saw this and wanted it. This is International Orange, nice dark orange. No idea what I'm going to use it for, but I have it now. Any updates on the Phoenix? The Phoenix printed. I printed that this weekend. Blaster build, maybe. Sassy grass green, close. Okay. Let's see here. Now we got to get the printed well and well aligned. Yep. So the idea here for this printer is I'm removing the Picobilical because for some reason, whenever I turn this thing on, or most times now when I turn it on, it doesn't power up. Let's see. I'll get status lights and everything, but it doesn't power up. And I've heard that there are some issues with some of the RP2040 boards. And let's see if it ends up turning on this time. But I want a board with ADXL on it anyway. So I do, Zeta. That was something that Morden suggested I try. And I did try it, and it still didn't do it. Press reset on the control board. I'm not going to do that every time I need to turn it on, but I will try that right now. And I think I did try that too, Bill. I went through a whole bunch of troubleshooting stuff on this. Where was the reset button on this thing? That one. EBB Gen 2 launch tomorrow. Yeah, I chatted with Big Tree Tech today, actually. They're supposed to send me 2 of them for the Trimax build. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be coming up. The display should come up. Thanks, Frank. Did you get any good video of me and Frank's son? The only battle that I did was with Frank's son, and I won, but only by luck. It tore up. It was epic. It tore up Frank's bot. Let me bring this up. Let's save this. Save this so we can bring it up. Hey, Simon. I did beat up on a kid. Yes, I did. There's a child's head in the camera view for part of it, but yes, I have it. Save this. This is a big file. Oh, no, it's not. It's just taking a while to download. See you, Phil. We're raiding over to Phil after this. It'll probably be right at 7. I'm not going to go a long time tonight. I'm tired. Bring this thing up. Get the Windows background of the day. It's almost done downloading. There we are. There's a bot battle. It won't play the audio. That's probably a good thing. But this was the arena. Did we get any carnage here? Tiny Shell Script versus Varus. Nice. Tiny Shell Script's bot was a beast. Ow. Ow. Oh, you're at SeaWorld with family? Awesome. Ow. Tiny's is the pink one, yeah. The trap door there was quite a trap. A lot of people got caught in there. Fun little thing. It was. It would be, I think it would be more fun for me if it was the dedicated event thing. Not, so it wouldn't be, not like a Vice. If I went somewhere just to do this, so I could focus on this and not feel like I had to split my attention. The Phoenix could double as an Ant-Bot arena. It could. But yeah, that's the thing. It was fun. Yeah, this thing's not turning on. So we're just going to, hitting reset didn't do it, so we're going to pull it apart. Basically decided I already have an actual term and it is too much effort for a pack of rabid squirrels. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So Monday we did the ProtoPasta thing, and then I met up with and went and saw Alan Mandick's shop. Went and hung out there for a bit, and eventually Nori let us pet her. That's his dog. It was good, and then we went and had some ramen. There we go. So this will make this easy to work on. We can just do it off of the printer. This is feeling good. That's how I'm starting to feel about Rep Farmers Death Racer Tiny Bike. Yeah, I that's why I kind of I've stopped doing the extracurricular stuff at the events, because it just takes away from visiting with people, and it's all about visiting with people. I want to say hi. I want to hang out. I have a load stream in Chrome. Firefox worked. Yeah. YouTube is having trouble. That's it. Nothing I can do about it. Then on Tuesday, Max and I got up ridiculously early to head back, and we stopped at the University of Oregon and went through Paul's lab with a whole fleet of modified Voron Zeros in there, along with a lot of other cool equipment, doing nanometer size extrusions for, I'm gonna misquote it, so if anybody wants to mention what they do there in a little more accurate detail, that would be cool. But it was really cool. Their lab, and then the mechatronics lab. They have SLM capability there. I'm just gonna pull all of these out and hope that the wires mostly reach. I think they probably will. Everything good. My display name is different. Yeah, YouTube's having trouble. Yep. It's not you, it's YouTube. Okay, so that's a little Picobilical board. Not a whole bunch on it. And we're gonna pull these standoffs out and replace them. Oh, do we have, oh, here we go. Let me download me and Lucas. See. It's not you, it's YouTube. School is still working through the safety issues with SLM because of the powders. Mm-hmm. They had an SLM. They have a Formlabs SLM machine there. They had a bunch of resin printers there, and they had a Kern like 60 tool 5-axis machine there. Okay, we got all the bits and pieces for the Nighthawk. I'm gonna cut about 80% of that cable away. All of this stuff. Need that. Might need that. We'll see. Resin is toxic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What was I? Oh, is that done downloading? No, it's big. See ya, Holtz. So I have a bunch of printed parts. Oh, and we'll probably pull the stuff out from here. Okay, just setting this like this. Okay. So let's put this off. Hey, Rob. Resistor check on the, yeah, for that, I'm aware that it may be needed, but I'm not gonna do it unless it doesn't work. We're talking about the same thing we did on the Micron build. So do you doing a full kit for Stealth Changer or just sub kits? It is a sub kit. It is a Stealth Changer kit specifically. Oh, that'll be a little different. We'll have to figure that out. I didn't think about that. The Pi gets power from the Picobilical board, so we have to figure out how else to get power to the Pi. Power to the Pi. Excuse me. Yeah, that video is still downloading, Frank. So I'll have to pull these out. Side. This thing will out. Okay, fine. There we go. There. Okay, so that's a Picobilical. And this is, pretty sure this isn't the latest version either. I could be wrong. But this is Rev A 1.2. Is that what that says? Something for more on my router or what I miss. Hey, Alan. Yeah, Rev A 1.2. You missed a bunch of YouTube. Well, you haven't missed it because it's probably ongoing, but YouTube's screwing up. Let's pull all of this out. Figure out where we're putting things. That's not gonna go there anymore. We'll have a chat is still disconnecting and reconnecting. You're gonna come out. I need to loosen all of this. Wow, it's tight. I haven't worked on this thing in a long time. Just give myself a little extra room. There we go. Don't need that anymore. You don't. Yeet. Okay, that can all stay under there. That goes there. We have a pi 3 in here, it looks like. Yeah, pi 3b plus. How am I going to power that? Any suggestions? I doubt if the Chrome update would do it, Bill. I think this is a YouTube infrastructure thing. This is done downloading, so let's pull it up. Oops. So this is, see some carnage from previous battles. They're gonna go. There we go. Ooh, look at that. He sent me flying. So so to be fair, I had a handicap. The mapping on my radio was wrong, so I was holding my radio 90 degrees and operating it that way. So I have, half the time I have no idea which way is up. There will be some big hits here in a second. I have no idea how to drive. There we go. Oh, that's where it took the corner of the right there off. And these things can get loud. There it goes. Broke the... Broke the weapon right off. Here. Go through again. PTSD there, Frank. Anyway. Solar flares. Okay. This aside. Bring this in. Some heat sets in here. Actually, do these come with some standoffs, and are they the right length? No, they're not the right length. Not for what I want to do right now. This, don't have quite everything I need here, but this will be good enough. Oh, Cascade is moving, thanks to Doug. Doug is the developer of Cascade, and he spent a bunch of time at the event doing firmware things. So it is very much closer to being able to cut something. That is quite melty. Maybe I'll see if I have, let me see if I have some brass standoffs instead of these. Let's see if these will even thread on, because it did melt quite a bit. And it is not very straight. I don't like that. Let me see what I have. Navigate through my mess of a garage. Where are those? Here? Ooh, maybe. Look, those are too long. What about these? Sweet, that'll do. That'll do. Tweet earlier, folks that attended VICE should probably take a COVID test. Yeah, and I'm not feeling 100%, so yeah. I just got a message from him as well. I'll take a test before I go to work. I didn't go into the office today. I don't really feel like it. Metal standoffs. Much better. The only reason I was going to do printed standoffs here is because I know this isn't the final setup I want for the tool headboard on here, because I'm going to screw it directly. So I'm going to want to do some additional strain relieving. So we'll do that. And then this. Anybody else come back with something? So that'll be that. Oh, that reaches right up to there just fine. And to swap out, I have to recrimp for the fans. To recrimp for all of it. Okay, so will these reach though? I think so. For cooling fan, thermistor. Confirm 5 so far? Okay. Fun. I came back with a bunch of stuff from the junk in the trunk. I came back with a 250 Trident Doom frame. So that'll be something sometime. Okay, we need to get some pH connectors. Crimp. Strip and crimp. Ah. My experience with COVID is I felt it more in my chest. Right now, all I feel is upper sinus pressure. So, but I think I still have a test somewhere. I'll take one. Okay, part cooling fan. Push the label off. Hero crates, is that squirrel? Or, sorry. Keep as much wire as I can. Two, I have a massive headache and my nose couldn't stop running. Yeah. That's where I'm at, is I don't have like anything in my chest. It's all just right here. Not really too much of a headache. It's just sinus. I'm tired. Okay. What is this? Plus. So one of these. Just like that. Plus is on that side. So. This goes right like this. Jesus. Here, tiny. Yeah. Hey, one Raz. There we go. Okay, now just double check. Goes like that. Okay, there we go. And then that should plug in to this side. And we have to do that 3 more times. And over what? Hey, Brent. Zombie. We got YouTube name issues. Send it away. There. Anybody who went to Vice, what was your favorite thing you saw? The Run Show had a monolith zero there that was pretty impressive. Something. Oop, where'd you go? Where'd that go? It's one. Oh, where one? Oh, the biotech resonance calico talks. Nice. Talking with people in the biomed printing. We did a tour of their facility at University of Oregon on Tuesday morning. For me, it's always so much the people. So much the people. No space left. Okay. Put this on here. This must be the hot end fan. That is a 3-pin, right? Where does that go? End stop. Uh-oh. That one might need to be extended. RGB probe TH0. Let's do TH0. Didn't go to Vice, but apparently accidentally building Heartcase Doom Trident. Nice. How are you accidentally building something? Convince me to get a second Trident frame. Slip and fall and land on the add to cart button. To fall twice for that. Land on the add to cart button and then land on the purchase now button. Yep. There and there, just barely on that one. This is going to go up like that. This is going to go like that. Gila. On what device had a blast. It's fun with Coral Wave Ambrosia, yeah. So speaking of filament, while I was gone, I got some of the glass fiber PET that, while I was away, it arrived, that Polymaker just announced today. What should I try to print with it? I need something. I need to try something out with it. Okay, so those will go up. That. So now, last thing to do is the hot end fan. Huh. Okay, let's go here, and do I have an LDO tab open? Oh, let's go. I can only ever think of gears. You know what I was thinking of? Because I want to print, this is, I don't know if this is a proper use of it, of the filament or not, but since I want to print, and now I have a means of doing so, the Gridfinity bases for my workbench here, full size. If I do the glass fiber, it's going to shrink less. So it'll be a more stable print. I could try that. But it feels like, I don't know if it feels like a waste. Okay, that's not what I want. I want docs.ldomotors.com. Toolboard and Nighthawk 36. And I'm guessing hot end fan is way over here. Yep, that's what I thought. So hot end fan has to reach all the way over to that one. Let's see. Oh, a tiny shell script. I know I owe you a message. I haven't gotten through all of my stuff yet. What is this? This is a 24 volt. I wanted to see what voltage the hot end fan was. I need to print an A4T tool head, trying to decide on filament, matching printer, or funky color. Okay, this is already set. We're looking at the voltage jumpers. This is already set for 24 volts on that. And what is this? Hot end fan voltage selector. Oh, that's, what is that? Part cooling fan is 24 volt. Hot end fan is 24 volt. And I'm not gonna hook up the probe. So I think we're okay with the rest. Okay. Okay. This was already extended at one point. I feel like I should cut it there and just extend it fresh. So I think that's what I'll do. So carefully cut the old heat shrink off. Go. Let's see what I have for wires. PTFE wire. Got him. Let's see. Anything that's already kind of set up for this? Yes, right there. There we go. Oh. What time is it? 5:45. In an hour and 15 minutes, we'll do Polymaker filament giveaway. Need to build a rat rig so I can vent about mine in stream chat. Well, I mean, at some point I'll chat with them again and hopefully get something moving. We've chatted many times. We just haven't gotten anything moving. Yep, that's all the way up there. Yeah, we'll be back to pretty regular stream schedules now. This little flurry of traveling is over. Label that I might try to retain. Sweet. Should do the V-Core 500. No. No. If they still had a 200, that's what I would do. I wish they still had a 200. But we've got a lot of potential builds. Kind of doesn't end. I need heat shrink. It kind of doesn't end. That's a good thing, I think. Move these out of the way. Oh, where's my... Okay, it's got to be somewhere. Oh, there it is. What do you recommend to clean panels with, specifically polycarbonate? Well, polycarbonate, you can probably get away with some light IPA, but the Plexo cleaner is generally what I use. You don't want to use IPA on acrylic, but this stuff. Yeah, all the names are screwy. Screwy. I haven't tried the Novus stuff. Use Windex. Yeah. Yep. That would be fine. It's not displaying the same way though. Okay. This will go here. Visible glass might go to for car tint safe cleaning. Oh, oops. Put them both on the same one. That's not going to work. Hey, Control. Once you finish your micron with colony clacker, will the front door that comes with the base LDL micro kit work for the colony clacker? I think so. Mine was not based on that. I cut my own door, so I had to tweak it, but I think it's supposed to work. Go. Ooh, I want some caramel popcorn. Where's my caramel popcorn? Okay. On cardboard would probably be good too, because it's true. Okay, heat shrink. Heat the shrink. This place is such a mess. Such a mess. What is that? Okay, all of that is good. So now this is gonna go, across here and up into there. So I want to just make sure I have enough. That'll probably be good. You mentioned this, but are the felines out of the room maybe because you're infected? Oh no. Not at all. I don't know that I'm infected. I'm gonna go test after this because it's a good idea, because then I won't go to the office tomorrow. But Portland is, there was nothing out of the ordinary in Portland. Yeah, it looks like a couple of people, several people caught the Rona at Vice. Always a possibility when you get a bunch of people together to get something anyway. Long. There we go. It's a war zone, I heard. Yeah. That was the joke all weekend. Look at this terrible war zone. It was not. It was not. And that's as far as we're going to get there, because that gets a little too political. A little too political, and we don't want to go there. Hot end fans. So 3-pin. 3-pin goes right here. And did you go to the West shop? I heard it was a madhouse. It was, but it was very cool to see their shop. Shoot, that's not what I want. Okay, part cooling fan here. Hot end fan is right here. Outside pins, the bottom one's black. Good job, Alex. That's the way to do it. Just avoid it. Apparently there was the naked bicycle ride a couple of blocks from the event. Okay, so that goes there, which means okay, black. This printer was, up until pretty recently, probably my most used printer. And then it's just started not connecting or not starting up. And that is what I'm hoping to fix here. On a cold, wet, rainy day, yep. I mean, I love running in the rain, but I'm clothed. I agree, Nerd Rot. Okay, outer pins. Where did I? Oh, this. So there and right there. That is all the crimping we have to do. Wow, for this part. Just gonna take this up through here. And we'll clean all that up when we get it. Go puddle busting. Very true, Andrew. Discovered recently that Orion likes being held almost upside down. Charlie was always a very tolerant. I could hold him in any position. Oscar, not as much. Okay. Let's see. That's all off. That's there. What can we do? Do I have a pi 4? It's a 4. Okay. It's a 4. And because I'm thinking, let's see. Power supply. I think I have another one of these little buck converters. Do I? That. Oh no. I don't have one there. It's not in there where it should be. Uh-oh. 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 Nope. Way too messy in here. I'm knocking stuff all over the place. I'm in here. No. Shoot. Hey, GTR Dad. Had some buck. Well, I can use one of these. This will work. Use that one. It's got a USB port already on it. Okay. That's not the one I wanted to use. So then I don't really need to pull out the Pi 4, because the one I wanted to use was a USB. Had a USB-C port on it already for supplying power. Here. Oh. What was that? Stuff fell out of it. What was that? Huh. I didn't, oh, there's a nut. Oh, I think it's probably from in there. I think they're the ones in there, yeah. Those are gone. Okay, that's good to know. That must be one of them. Ooh, I got an idea. See you, Andrew. I got a potential idea. Yeah, I got this big old giant thing. What if I put that in there instead? Then I get my 5 volts out of there. Completely changes things up though. Yeah, I guess the easy thing to do is just put this guy in here. Oh, that fits right there too. Oh, excuse me. That fits right there. Maybe I'll just do that. I'm going to try using this potentially in the antithesis. This is the new LDO PSU, but it'll be black when it's on sale. No, Brent. You know better than that. If I stack what? Oh, I wasn't going to put this on there. I was going to replace this. I was going to replace this with this, but that's a lot of work. This is a lot easier, and that fits right there. That fits perfectly right there. Now, what do we have going around? So we've got this and that. Do need both of those. Guess I can just stack them to get power over to here. Okay, that is what we will do. So where is my VHB? Here it is. An all-out crazy hot rod build. Yeah. We're going to probably tweak a few of the printers. I mean, so much of what I'm going to be doing is going to be tweaks to existing printers. So okay, just little bits of stuff here. Creative motivation. Okay. This is gonna be there, just like that. We're making some good improvements to the standard printer build. It's Clipper centric. Okay, so use the existing power wire that's coming from there for that. We can use this guy or something to come from here to this. What do I have for? We don't need a wire this that big. I've got other wire. Where did I put it? We don't need a thick wire going over here. This will work. Another great thing Orion does, he gets a running start, jumps into a scratch box, press 5 to 10 feet in the box. That is, you need to get that on video. You need to get that on video. Okay, where are we? There we are. Little big for this wire, so I'm gonna fold the wire over before I crimp it. Any tips on how to clean up wiring? I think just go a little bit at a time and have a plan. Try to have a plan. How are we doing? How are we doing here? 150 people, that's good. But only 16 likes. We have barely 1% of likes. 10%? 10%. 10% of likes. And then Zoom. Yes, 10% of likes. Shush. I apparently have the Rona, so that's my excuse. There's 34 now. $51. I blame YouTube. Yep, I do too. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go probably just to those middle two. Let's get the proper tool for the job. Let's see, there we are. Proper tool for the job. And we are going to double these up. Not what I needed. There we are. Flip this around so so it at least fits a little better. This one goes up. we go. There's one. Good thing my outlet uses this kind of display name. This one comes out. Lasers. What? This other one is the. Put that one back. This is there's a thick heavy gauge wire and a lower gauge wire. We'll just pair it up with a lower gauge. Flip this thing around, back. Come on. Okay. Get in there. There you go. They're going to use this. I hope this isn't permanent. I got to relearn most people's names then. That's not okay. Is it bad to double up? It is acceptable. It's not ideal, but it is acceptable. This will just come across. It's to stop impersonation. Oh, so this is intentional? You. That's a real bummer. Long term, I agree, Tuxedo. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just that I have no idea. I have no idea what the names. Okay, so yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. So the flats of the blades are against each other. Yeah, and that's what I did. That's why I flipped it over. Oh, I see. I see, Tuxedo. But still, the names thing is, I mean, if that's why they're doing it and whatever, but it just sucks right now to have to relearn names. Let me send a quick, I need to send a quick text to April. She just texted me, so give me a moment here. Give me a moment. Oh, where did my phone go? I thought I put it up here. Oh, here it is. These are really tight, so I'm okay with it. Especially low current. The other one coming through is, where is it going? Is it just going to the, it's got to be going to the SKR. Okay, zip ties. Couple little zip ties to get things cleaned up a little bit. Go across these, since these are right here. Get it going along there. That'll be nice. Just do one right here. You wouldn't need all that extra wiring in a pie. But if I wanted a good display, I would. If I wanted a good display, I would need the pie. So your logic is flawed. Okay, so that's there, that's there. This is gonna go just kind of tucked underneath there. And now I need a USB cable. Got all my USB cables here. Got a pretty nice badge for Vice. And I need a good small display. Working on it, just slow. Yeah. And a pretty decent maker chip for it. I don't know who printed these, but turned out good. Okay, let's get this stuff off of here. I had stacked all the stickers I picked up there. Small. Another maker chip and a little spinny maker chip. Oh, got the, don't forget about Clee Day. The idlers. What else was here? Oh, Timmet sticker. Another calico sticker. I don't know. I like my cat stickers better. Okay, now that I uncovered the USB box. You hear about the new name for V0. What's the new name for V0? They're a good way to advocate for vice coming to the Midwest. Where? And then for anybody who wasn't here earlier, where are they? Where did I put them? Who wasn't here earlier? No, not that one. Where did I put those? For anybody that wasn't here earlier, the best stickers. Hey, Big Jano. Welcome. Okay, I need a micro USB. Short micro USB. I have so much USB-C now. Oh, they're in here. I even made a micro bag. Small. The O is a 0. I think I caught bits of that conversation in the background, Bob. But I did not hear much of it. The new name for the V2 is Quadrant? No. That's way too obvious. Okay, I'm gonna try to use this right angle because I've used these before and I have to get to the side here. I have to get over here. So this may work pretty well. How much are my stickers? They're free if you get to an event where I'm at. I have no way to ship them. I'm not going to ship them. I need to figure out a merch solution, yes. I will be, the next event I'm going to be at is Form Next in Germany. Oh, that's so close. It's like setting in the spot. Let's see if I can nudge it in there. Owen, what's your question? Ah, sweet. Oh, come on. There we go. Then you had stickers at Printopia. I did not. I did not have these stickers at Printopia. I had my old ones, but I did not have these new ones. These were actually shipped to West 3D, so I would have them for the event. There we go. That will do. I'm fairly certain I've given you one of my old stickers there, Alex. I might not have, but... Oh, thanks for the gifted memberships. About the Tridex, it seems that my XY axis are not parallel. When one side reaches the end, the other side is still about 1 millimeter short. Well, your configuration should force those to home to the end there. Otherwise you need to de-rack it. How to, I probably couldn't adequately explain that right now. Okay, so that is on. The bottom panel can go back on. Little buck converter in there. Should be good. Oh, that's hilarious. It does. Huh. Oh, maybe it was a maker chip I handed you. That's probably it. The replacement EBB Gen 2 will be delivered just as your stream window ends. Of course, that's next week's content then, right? New and the old maker chips, cool. There's several out there. There's only one that I designed. I have no more screws loose. They're all tight now. Let's see if April responded to me. Oh. Okay, so maybe there was another screw loose. Actually, that was the one that was right here. Do you get a t-shirt of just the beard printed? That's kind of, I mean, everybody with a big beard does that, right? Okay, the next parts for the front here, or for the back here. So this is, okay, I've got a piece here for printed it instead of cut it. So that goes there. This goes here. And then where are we gonna put this guy? I do have this, so we can do this, and maybe put that underneath that. Put it underneath here. That's not really ideal. This can come off. We don't need this anymore. That would fit in there if it had just a little more room. What do we think? I think this will go right here, and then we'll run our umbilical down and up and out. That way I'm not cutting it super short. I think I'll put that right there with some VHB. And then this will come in and just plug in. So this has to be low enough, hopefully, to be able to plug in. Let's see where we can fit that. I think these are what, 12s, or what is the size on these? I think 12s will work. Button head 12s. That'll work. Okay, I'm getting low on 12s. Pick up some more. Go over there. Okay, so this, oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, that has to be cut off. So that can go as far over as possible. Trim this a little tighter. Cutting it into my surface. Go. Yeah, I should have printed. I kind of figured that, but I printed these this afternoon. Now that can go right as far down as possible, right there. The hope that that across there. Okay, so if that goes there, and this is already pretty much perfect for that. Perfect. That will work. It almost doesn't work. Do it like, no. This whole thing should get, if I could move that down, there's room to do that, so maybe I'll try to do that. Try pulling the pie off and reposition it. Let's see how well the 1.5 ball end works. Suitable for a stock 350 Trident. I haven't purchased a PSU yet. It is a 275 watts on the 24 volt output. So let me see if I have a 90 degree, because you're right, that would be easier. Let me see if I have a long enough 90 degree USB-C cable. or there's USB-C to USB-C. This little persistent, this little bit of a cough. I'm guessing I'm probably there. No, but then the question is, do I have a cord that's maybe not as here? No, it's the same. It's not gonna work. I think that's probably the same too. These are probably all the same. Same basic cable. Mini. Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, this one might be a little. Is it a little shorter? Yeah, it's a little shorter. Let's see if it works. No. Work either. That's annoying. That's annoying. Which do I have to move this up? Because really it's a, if it could be moved up, I've got plenty of room. We put a spacer under it. Maybe I'll do a spacer. Let's see if we can do a spacer. How much does it have to be spaced up to fit? Ooh, ooh, quite a bit. That's probably a bit much. Okay. Why don't we go in and modify this piece to work? And maybe we can modify it to use that screw too. And then it'll be a, see you, Aethelene. So if I just did a guess on how much we have to do, we'll do that. Where did my glasses go? There. This probably has to go up. Let's go 8 millimeters. And then it'll definitely not put any strain on that. Yeah, I think that will do well. Okay, let's start up Fusion. Means we're not going to finish this today, but I really didn't expect to anyway. I just wanted something to work on while we chatted. Let's see. Let's go here. this will work. Okay. Stuff over here. I'm going to be spending the rest of this week cleaning in here. Let's go back here. So this is going to have some printed parts down here. Where are they? Oh, where's the printed parts? Did I miss them? Up here. Picobilical. Oh, must have been further up. There we are. USB adapter mount. So I've got a bunch of stuff in here. I haven't looked at this. What's this universal mount look like? Oh boy. No. What's this? Interesting. Okay. I want the USB adapter mount, and I want to go step. USB adapter mount step. Let's save this. Let's save this to products page, so LDO product stuff. Save that. And let's upload that into here. Select files. LDO. USB adapter mount step. And if I had to guess how much this goes over for the mounting hole, it's probably 8 millimeters as well. So let's get down here. Here we go. Okay, so we have a step file here. Don't really, I only need this part, so we're gonna isolate the mount. Okay, and we're gonna make this the active component. I think we'll go ahead and do the simplify command. We're gonna remove features, and we don't want, just want to remove those chamfers. There we are. Cool. So that'll help us. We might be able to remove the fillets too. No, I don't want to remove all of them. Ooh, I can manually select things to remove as part of this operation. There, I'll just remove that whole tab. That's awesome. Then I want those fillets gone. I want that mounting hole to stay. Is that correct in the way that I have this? It is not. I've got this wrong. I need to be the other way. So that can stay there. This is the one that I want gone. That one I want gone, because this is going to sit in there like that. And delete. Awesome. Simplify command. Okay, and then, so these have a, oh, so those are designed for, oh, interesting. I don't really care. I only want that moved to over 8 millimeters. I don't need that hole anymore. Let's go back in here. Let's select that hole. We don't need it anymore. How big do I want that to be? It's 3 millimeters. Would be an 8. I want that 4 millimeters thick. How thick is this? That's 5. That's fine. I did mean to remove the mounting hole because I'm gonna change it. I think I'm actually gonna do this a little different. I want to move this back. I want to know how far that is from there. Ew. I hate that. Fractional measurements and models are really annoying. But we'll say we're gonna put that. Oh, here. Let me instead do a rough measurement of this and see where I actually want it. This is specific to my setup here because of where I put this wire channel is going to dictate how I want this all to go. If I make that, let's go 12 millimeters. Yeah. 12 millimeters up and three millimeters over. Millimeters up and 23 millimeters over. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this too. There we go. Okay, now I've got the basic feature here. I want to extend this 8 millimeters, right? Why? Error. Why is there an error? Let's do a new offset. 8 millimeters. There we go. I'll make that a little taller. Where'd the piece go? Can I actually measure what that should be? I don't want to just go 8 millimeters for the sake of it. This to the bottom of there is let's say 7 millimeters. It's like 6.7. Let's say 7 millimeters. And this distance is 12. So I don't really need to go 8 millimeters. Where did I get 8? Why did I think 8? It should be able to do 5 at the most, plus a millimeter of VHB. So let's go 5 here instead. Oh, let's go 5 here instead. Say okay. And now I'm just gonna do a mount here, so I can at least thread it in. You know what? I'm just gonna use USB VHB. I'm not even gonna do a screw hole to mount it. That'll give me the most. I'll lock myself into a position if I put a screw hole. Let's just not. We'll just leave this like this. Excuse me. And chamfer the bottom by 0.4. And we'll just leave that like that. And then a piece of VHB on the bottom and stick it in there and it'll be fine. Sound good? Okay, so that means that the mount to the bottom part. Sorry, Ranch Kid. Many apologies. This is actually for a specific project, so we're gonna go down here, go to V0 Gold. We have 8 minutes until we're giving away some Polymaker filament. Let's go Nighthawk 36. USB. Save that. Save. And then I don't need to save this. Don't save. Okay. And then I'll send that to the printer. So I think that's as far as we're gonna get on this. We rewired the tool head, and I know where I'm putting that. So we will, well, here, before we go, and we're not going, but let's plug everything in and see if this actually starts up with this tool head. We're gonna get errors, but here, let's plug things in. Just kind of test. You're all set for the radiant? Awesome. So do we use the handle this time? Handle. I don't know what you mean. Cables, here we go. So we're gonna plug this in to here. This will give me a chance to actually do a proper mount here with strain relief as well. This is gonna go here, and then this is gonna go here. Instead of display name. Oh, yeah. Display name. Whatever displays. I really, sorry guys. I really need, the whole point is so I can confirm who entered. So for the giveaway, use what shows in YouTube. Use what shows in YouTube. Okay, that's plugged in, that's plugged in, that's plugged in. That has power. Everything is good. So let's set this right here. This right here. That is fine. Oh, that's fine. So let's plug it in and see what happens. We will figure it out. I know that YouTube has thrown us a curveball here, but we will figure it out. Dr. Ronnie. Okay. Things are powering on. Many have entered using the, I know, and that's fine. That is fine. But as long as YouTube is doing this, do what your name shows up in chat as. That's one reason we have the number there. I can use the number to confirm. Okay, I'm not. Let's see if this comes up, or if I can ping it, or. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not showing up. Yeah, if you want to go in and edit it, that's fine. What was I doing? I was going into my Unify app, see if this is showing up at all. So this is a long-running problem with this particular setup. At one point, I just swapped out the SD card and redid the image, and it came up. So, see you, Nogara. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's there. It's on. So it's showing. V0 Gold is out there. Why isn't it coming up? Let's do by IP. Huh. Why it's showing on my network, but it's not coming up. Hey, James. I know. I was having that trouble at Vice. It was very frustrating. Don't know. It's just not coming up. It's not SSHing in. I can probably just re-image it. Did have it on the Micron. Yeah, it won't connect. It is filament time. Yep. It won't connect. So I'm going to try re-imaging it. And go from there. I'll report back on what happens. But filament time. What am I doing? Here we are. And here. How many people do we have? 150 still. We only have 67 likes, people. Come on, people. No, it's not the first boot of this image. The problem is it's been powered off, power cycled many times with its problems. So I think a re-image is a good idea. Good call on the wireless network. Let me see if I can get to it. Plug in a wire since I have it. I can get it to plug in. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see if it'll come up. No, my view, now we're at 50% likes at least. We're at 75 likes. But my view consistently updates live. It's just your view that doesn't. I think it's a problem with the disk image. It's not even showing up under wired network. Okay, 3. Let me go in here. Where are we? What is this? Published. There we go. Turn that off. 2. See if it comes up. Yeah, I'm going to re-image it. It's not showing up on the Wired network. Smitty, welcome. 1. We haven't had any new responses in that whole time. Yeah, I'll be re-imaging it onto a new card because I'll try to recover the data off of this one. Because I suspect it's not completely bad. Half? Nobody else? We've had 117 responses. We've been there since I started counting down. There we go. Since it's been so long, this is the final. There we go. New one. 3. Final countdown. 2. 1. 3. 2. Another YouTube stream and it has the names normal. Yeah. 1. And this is the Pi 3, so it's only 2.4, Thomas. Then we just got one. 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, let's link this out. Did want to show one more thing. I did want to show one more thing before we raid over to Bill's and finish drawing. Okay. Well, that was weird. Tom was first. And who got in there last? Mr. Grinch. Let's copy that. Let's paste this here. And real quick, check this out. Check it out. It moves. And it spins. Check it out. It does. Hopefully it'll cut soon. Okay, back to the important part. We are 4 minutes over 7 o'clock. Number between 1 and 4. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The best part of meeting Polar Ted is his hat said Polar Ted Club on the back. Joe Rust, you said nice. We'll do nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. N-I-C-E. Who do we got? Who do we got? Professor Sleeper. Professor Sleeper. Are you here? You have 2 minutes to say something. Professor Sleeper. Are you here? Professor Sleeper. Congratulations, but you gotta be here. Professor Sleeper, awesome. Congratulations. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. Congratulations. Let me cancel that. Let's get over to the email. There. And cool. You should have an email on the way. Congratulations. It was the only one out there, and it matches close enough. We're not going to worry about it. With that, thanks for hanging out. I think I covered all the stuff from Vice. This was very much just supposed to be a post-Vice hangout. I didn't expect to actually finish this printer anyway. So we will be back on here Sunday with the Trimax. And yeah. So yeah, I hope I feel better soon. I'm gonna go take a test right now, and hopefully it's negative. Just have a traveling sinuses thing, but it is what it is. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Polymaker. Thanks for the gifted memberships, and have a good rest of your week. We will see you on Sunday. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the build.